Good morning, everyone. My name is Olivia Perretto. I'm from White Plains, New York, and tomorrow I'll be graduating from White Plains High School, where I earned the seal of Biliteracy. I earned the seal of Biliteracy there in Mandarin, French, Italian, and Spanish, in addition to English. And by that point, growing up bilingual and learning so many languages had become a part of my identity. And the seal of Biliteracy was really important to me because it was a tangible representation of not only how I saw everything around me, but the way that I saw myself. With my seal of Biliteracy and my time on an international campus giving me a deeply positive view of humanity, I've committed my future to sharing the importance of learning world languages, as well as the ability to communicate so people can express their thoughts and perspectives accurately. The mere existence of a certification like the seal of Biliteracy turns foreign accents from insecurity to a badge of honor that people wear to say, I can communicate.
To be multilingual is not only to exist in two worlds, but to be one of the bridges that connects them together. I've always found myself inspired by linguists, the way their minds seamlessly transition from one language to the next. They've truly mastered the art of communication across multiple peoples, despite cultural barriers. To me, attaining the seal of Biliteracy is a major step in my path of worldliness. One simply cannot gain a complete perspective of the world through any single language. I plan to utilize my Spanish and English proficiency to continue collaborating with people from every continent. In the future, I hope to leverage my multilingualism in both my hobbyist as well as humanitarian endeavors. Multilingualism opens the doors to a variety of opportunities, not only in terms of careers, friendships, and education, but in the fundamental understanding and expression of our own selves.
At my graduation this past June, I became the first student to receive 5 New York State seals of Biliteracy. My mother is Japanese and my father American, so I grew up in the Hudson Valley speaking both English and Japanese at home. My parents, both having lived in several countries before I was born, understood the value of multilingualism. I think anyone who speaks more than one language will know what I mean when I say that we discover different parts of ourselves by speaking different languages. In developing modes of communication, we develop unanticipated strengths and abilities. In learning a new language, we dissolve barriers between people. It is a sign of respect to learn someone else's language, especially for Americans who can reasonably expect to find English speakers wherever we go. To learn someone else's language is to enter that person's world, their way of thinking and acting and talking. For example, when I speak with my mother in Japanese, her native language, I feel privileged to know her in a way that, for instance, my father, who speaks Japanese but not fluently, can never fully know. In short, it is a matter of respect and courtesy to learn how other people in other parts of the world communicate with one another. Our world is becoming increasingly interconnected, and it is crucial to remember that we all share a planet and a common global fate. As our world shrinks, we all become neighbors. Let us greet these new neighbors with generosity and empathy. If we ask those whose first language is not English to learn English, we should be committed to teaching them. In the same spirit, we all benefit from learning about other languages and cultures, enriching our own lives and building stronger communities.
Hi everyone, my name is Timmy, and this past academic school year, I had the wonderful opportunity of being one of the first ever to pursue the seal of Biliteracy in the Seneca language. Some of these memories that I would like to highlight are going to visit our elders at the Stanley Huff Heritage Center on the Cattaraugus territory. Here, we got to learn with the elders, we got to cook with them, we got to eat with them, and we got to share time with them. Spending time with them was and is a privilege. Not every language learner is going to have that opportunity to be able to work with a first language speaker. That is because we only have a handful of them left. This only emphasizes why what we did and what we're doing is so important. The language is a part of who we are. It's in our culture, communities, and even our ceremonies. This is something that I believe will make our school districts, communities, and longhouses stronger than they already are, because we as a people have endured so much. This is a symbol of resilience, earning this seal of Biliteracy, because our ancestors weren't allowed to speak their language, and now that I have the opportunity to try and grow and foster the learning and be a part of this process is just a small piece to the puzzle. And historically, time and time again, our people have persevered, and this time will be no different. So with that being said, I'm again very thankful for this opportunity and to be a part of this.